it's really important to prevent and combat the corruption because there is an undermining public trust in the government. Also, they're wasting public resources and money, and there is a lot of injustice in society because people have power that other people doesn't have, so that creates a lot of injustice. When corruption seeps into the democratic system, corrupt leaders prevent democratic checks and balances so that they can continue to remain in power being unpunished. So they continue doing it because they are not receiving a punish. There are also some countries which recently have transitioned to democratic governance often, but they didn't develop an effective anti-corruption system or integrity mechanism in which they work on this, and that's why they find stuck in a society where corruption rules and the laws are not performing a democratic institution. What people need to do to prevent the corruption is have a power in us in a society, to have relevant tools to engage and participate in the government, have that initiative, also have sanctions to punish all people who corrupt in government, in schools, in every single area of our life, and will a capacity for those who need it the most to help those people that doesn't have the resources or anything else that they don't have the information of the government. The SNA contributes to the corruption because it's a way to prevent it, and the main idea of this organization is for people to have access to this information in order to see if the government manipulates things or hides things. But there's also people that doesn't have access to these things, and that's a thing in which the SNA should be more acknowledged to help them, the society, to get more conscientizing in this stuff in order to for them to know the consequences that all this can have and the way it can affect. Even though citizens play a really important role in the SNA because they have a big connection with the government. They check all the information of the government in order to get to know if they're doing something bad that affects the society, as I mentioned before. And I will propose to make campaigns in which citizens can conscientize and involve in their real life in this stuff in order for them to know how does corruption feels and how it will be if it happens to themselves in order to them to understand that it's not something that it's okay. Corruption and anti-corruption can be approached from a single disciplinary perspective because economic, political, social, and legal are all being affected at the same time. They're being affected all in one, so it's not possible that it can just be one.